Hello, my name is Greg Perkins. I'm the instructor for your Math 13 online class. This is the fall of 2024. So let's take a look at the syllabus. First of all, my contact information up here, gperkins@hartnell.edu. So I prefer that you use that rather than the Canvas messaging system. I'm also going to have in-person office hours every Monday through Thursday from 10 until 11. And let me just show you where the Rotarium is. So here's the main campus in Salinas. This is the big three-story parking structure. And if you walk out of that, then you'll see building N, the Rotarium. And the Rotarium is just a big study area with lots of tables. Lots of people can fit in there. So come by there if you need some help, and I can help you in person. Also in Building B, there's the Panther Learning Lab. So there's also tutoring available there, the Panther Learning Lab. Okay, so this being an online class, we are going to be doing homework online using MyStatLab. I'm actually going to make a separate video explaining just the MyStatLab. So please watch that after you finish watching this intro video for the whole class. So for every section, I do have a video lecture about that section, and I'll show you that on Canvas in a moment. So I do want to point out, if you go down to the grading criteria here, here's how your grade is determined. So there's the MyStatLab homework. There's also Math 13X practice lessons. X is extra because I just created these. And basically, they're very easy for you to do and also very informative. So you basically are just going to watch a video, and I try to keep them as short as possible. They're both mostly around 10 minutes. And I do some examples, and then you do one page of examples just like that. So the Math 13X practice lessons, that's worth 30% of your grade. Then I've also made up a review for every chapter, and I'll show you those, and that's going to be 30% of your grade. And then about halfway through the semester, we'll have what's called project number 1, and the project is going to be very similar to the chapter reviews, but instead of it being one chapter at a time, it'll be chapters 1 through 6 for the first one, and chapters 7 through 12 on the next one. And notice that there are no exams or tests, so with all of these things, you can and should be using your notes. And if you look at the Math 13X practice lessons, I pretty much show you the majority of the things that you have to do just in there. All right, so if you also look at page 2, here's all of the due dates for the whole semester. So basically I broke it up so that there's something due every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Rather than waiting till the end of the week and having a whole bunch of stuff due, a little bit on Monday, a little bit on Wednesday, and a little bit on Friday. So every Monday, that's when the online homework is due. So the first one is 3 sections which are due September 2nd. And every Wednesday, that's when the Math 13X lessons are due. And then on Fridays, that's when the chapter review will be done. There's every once in a while, like right in here, there is nothing due on Friday. So every once in a while, you get to skip a Friday. Also, every 3 chapters, I do give you the chance of extra credit by turning in handwritten notes from the video lectures. Not from the Math 13X videos, but from the lectures themselves. And let me show you that on Canvas. So here's the Canvas homepage, and I always keep this what's due next. So Wednesday, August 28th, there's the Math 13X lessons, and etc. And also, you're going to need a TI-84, and you can actually check one out for free from the library. So you just need to use this link down here to get one from the library, and you do have to be logged in. So right now I'm on this browser. I am logged into my Gmail account, my Hartnell Gmail account. And so here you would just put your ID number and then fill this out. And then you can go to the library and check one out for free. So with a lot of the videos, I'll be showing you how to use the TI-84 for this class. So definitely get one of those. And then also, when you go to turn in homework, it does need to be a PDF. So there's also videos in here about how to use your phone to create a PDF. Just take a picture of your work, create a PDF, and then you would upload it under the assignments. But first, go to modules. So when you go to modules, this is where all the stuff really is. So there's the syllabus, there's the list of what's due and when it's due. There's a PDF of directions for the TI-84, although watching my videos you'll be able to learn how to use that, and then some things that are needed later on. So for all of the chapters, the notes and the videos are already here. So you can either look at the notes as a PDF and perhaps print that out and take notes on there, or just write your notes on binder paper. So if you do want extra credit, you do need to watch the video. So you'd go back here to the video, and then,
Hi, my name is Greg Perkins. I am the...
As you can see, my background has changed a little bit. I think my hair has changed a little bit. This was 3 years ago when I made the videos, but math hasn't really changed since then. So those are the videos, and you can watch the video and take notes. And if you want extra credit, you would then take notes for each section and then upload that. So for chapters 1 through 3, that's September 23rd, and then chapters 4 through 6, etc. So that's for extra credit. Okay, let me go back. So there's the PDF, and then there's the video for the notes, and then like if you don't have a TI at the beginning, when you log on to MyMathLab, you can also use MyStatLab. Anyway, there's just a few extra videos about MyStatLab in here. Okay, so those are the videos for every section. Those are already in here. And then if you look at assignments, so when it says this MyStatLab homework, there's the homework, which when you do the online homework, I will then import your grade here to homework. So as far as this, if you see it on Canvas, you don't have to do anything with that. That's the online homework, which I'll explain in the next video right after this. But things you would need to do are, for example, the Math 13X lessons. And basically the way this works is you would just click on it. And then here's a link to the video. You watch the video. And these are the questions that I go over. You don't really have to look at those, but if you wanted to, you can look at the questions that I go over. And they start off very basic. And then once you watch the video, then you would click on the practice lessons. And then you would just write out your solution to these problems. And so with the video, I just changed the numbers. So they're basically the same questions, just with different numbers. So if you follow along in the video, you could even like watch me do number 1 and then right here do number 1. And you would just write out your solution. And if you don't have a printer, you can use an extra piece of paper, or a blank piece of paper, and just write down the name of it and make sure your name is on there, and then number 1, write out your solution, etc. Or if you have something like an iPad or something like that, then you could download it to your iPad and then just write on there. And then it would need to be a PDF when you go to upload it. All right, so that's basically the Math 13X practice lessons. Let's look at some more assignments. All right, we talked about homework. We talked about the Math 13X lessons. And then when it comes time for chapter reviews, they all are right here. So you can click on chapter 1 review, and here's the actual review. And so then these are just questions that I've made up based on the work from chapter 1. And you would just write out your solution right here, write out your solution. And these are 2 pages long. And then when you're done, you would upload it. So when you click on this Chapter 1 review, so right now it is the 20th of August, so class hasn't actually started yet, but when you do, then in here it would say Start Assignment, and you click on that, and then it just gives you a little window to upload your work. All right, let's look at assignments, and that's the chapter reviews, and then basically in October, the end of October, that's when Project 1 will be due. And it's basically just a little bit longer, but it's very similar to the chapter reviews. All right, one last thing before I finish this video. So I mentioned the Panther Learning Lab, so if you click right here, that will take you to the Panther Learning Lab, and I'll just leave this stuff here, and the only thing I'll change is as we go through the semester, the what is due next, that will always be updated. Okay, so now it's time to take a little break, and then I'm going to make the video for how MyStatLab works.